silence other people. He's not saying that you can't talk about it. No, that's exactly what he's saying. And you're not, if you think that you're the community, then you talk about Linda Moulton Howe, then you talk about all the people that appear on you. Your fucking Fade to Black is clown shoes, okay? Fade to Black gets the same amount of viewers as fucking Higher Side Chats. You're not the fucking community, Jimmy. You represent a little tiny slice of the pie, one of the up at the top. But no one talks about Fade to Black like they talk about Project Camelot. No one talks about Fade to Black like you're fucking Coast to Coast AM. You're not Disclosure. You're not the UFOlogy community. You're not the only place where people talk about this shit. All you are is Jimmy Church, and Jimmy Church is no fucking Art Bell. I used to listen to Art Bell all the time. Jimmy Church, you're no fucking Art Bell. At all. You couldn't hold this fucking microphone. Cocksucker. Sorry. And I'm not sorry for attempting to insult you. I'm attempting for insulting you by calling you a something that, God bless. First of all, God bless all the women in the world that are willing to go downtown. And a dude who wants to engage in that sort of behavior too, shouldn't be an insult. That's why I apologize. Absolutely. Absolutely. Everyone can see. You think that that I'm going to deconstruct, that I could deconstruct Corey Goode and David Wilcock and what they were doing behind the scenes, that I didn't see them slinking their way off to QAnon, and that you were going to fucking escape the microscope? There's no fucking way. You're so compromised by this. You're so compromised by Corey Goode and the David Wilcock thing. You're so compromised, it's not even fucking funny. And Richard Dolan says that when he's on with you, he's going to simulcast on his YouTube channel. Gee, that's the new technique that a lot of people are doing. Why? So that people can't edit shit and so that people can't take things off the air after the fact. We'll see. We'll see what he says or what he says to you about this. But your involvement, you pushed these guys. You pushed these guys, and you knew everything I do is for the community. I know that you know who the fuck I am, because at the time that you were going to have Corey Goode again for whatever the umpteenth millionth time, and I kept on saying he's doing all these things he's doing all this disservice to the secret space program. He's doing all this. Oh, when Dark Jones was doing his thing, I kept on. We had a whole bunch of people. We were flooding the live chat. We were always trying to type in and say, why don't you have this guy CW Chanter on? Have you heard about this guy CW Chanter on? Have you heard about this guy CW Chanter? And then when you said, you were like, and all these people who were trying to get on the show by, blah, 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 blah. That's just stupid. That's just stupid. Stupid like a fox, you motherfucker. You don't want to have me on your show? That's fine. Exactly like fucking Corey Goode's going down like a fucking hot butter slice on a hot pan, going nowhere fucking fast. Where the fuck you think you're going to be? You think Fade to Black, you think Fade or Nots are going to hang out all the time when I'm spitting fire? You're Run DMC and it's 2003. You're going to be on a reality TV show, baby. That's it. You're old school. You're past your prime. You don't engage. You don't engage in serious debate. You're all about the community. You don't give a fuck about this community, because if you gave a fuck about this community, you'd have alternative viewpoints on talking about Corey Goode. You never did. Richard Dolan? Okay, because he's Mr. Nice Guy. You never had Dark Journalist on. You never had Bill Ryan on. You had never at any point had anyone talking counterpoints to these guys. At all. So don't tell me you cared about the community. And when was the last time Randy Kramer was on Fade to Black? Whatever, dude. Whatever. You're an active disinformation agent. You knew very well that Corey Goode was pushing people around. You knew very well that he was pushing people around with that intimidation letter. You know that Jonathan Rice is small potatoes compared to Corey Goode. You know it was mean and decisively an evil fucking shitbag thing to do to send that letter out. And you backpedaled and act like it didn't fucking happen. It absolutely did happen. You lied to your audience. You lie to your audience. That's what you do, Jimmy Church. You care everything you do is about the community? If everything you do is about the community, then why did you lie to the people? Mm-hmm. Why did you lie to the people? To their fucking face. Go reptilians. And I'm going to do a scene-by-scene review. And I'm going to make fun of you and your friends and what bloated jerks you sound. Haha. Anywho, dark-hearted me. Sorry, not sorry. You attacked someone who survived a traumatic brain injury, and you used innocent people in your gaslighting campaign because you're a cult leader, you dummy, and you're a bad cult leader at that. And again, you're getting knocked around now, and now you're getting knocked around, and it's what you deserve. And David Wilcock should know. I'm gonna see all of y'all just like me, suffering through the trials and tribulations of life, working a friggin' day job. Shout out to Groovy Bean. Shout out to Mazwiz. For people who don't know, in the Cult Priestess, I don't know if you know this, the reason my name is CW Chanters, it stands for, I started a religion called Commonwealth Chanting. And the whole basic thrust of the religion, the faith, is to say this, is that we have all sorts of people in the New Age community, however you want to define it, who have all these very disparate, somewhat challenging beliefs, individualistic beliefs. So they're all like little islands in a stream, but we also know that there's a power to collective action. And can we start a religion? Can there be a religion or a faith that allows people to not have dogmas come from above down upon them, but can allow individuals of their own disparate paths and their own disparate traditions come together as one and do it? So I started this thing called Commonwealth Chanting that's designed to overcome some of the problems involved in Unitarianism, some of the problems involved in other things. I've got several videos about it, and I think people who are just getting to know me should definitely check those videos out. I won't bore you with a long, theological exposition about it, but there is this notion of how do we come together as a de-weaponized collective to say, can we come up with something that will allow us to have all the strengths of organized religion, but none of the compromises, that we don't have to have some titular leader. Dollars, you're going to be financially destitute. This is all your karma. You're an evil man and you do evil things. You threaten people that you know are having problems. And this is all happening to you for a reason. You made your own bed and you can lie in it. You're a nasty, nasty man, and that's why I'm justified in hunting you to the ends of the earth, metaphorically speaking. So let me be absolutely clear in stating that neither I nor David Wilcox, according to speaking in the eye, nor anyone else who has been attacked by this group has authorized or endorsed the torture or murder of the people who are doing this to us. Oh, so you're innocent because you haven't endorsed the torture or murder of the people who are doing this to us? For doing this to us, David Wilcock and Corey Goode, people are talking smack about them because David Wilcock and Corey Goode are losers. They're idiots. They're morons. They make no sense. Their arguments are falsifiable. Their formulas to try and do a working here. This is a working. It's absolutely a working by Corey Goode. It's absolutely working by Corey Goode, whether he's doing it subconsciously or purposely. And who are they doing it against? They're doing it against YouTube content creators who are saying simple things like, we don't believe Corey Goode and the Blue Avian story is silly, and this guy's got real problems on his hand because he harasses and harangues traumatic survivors of traumatic brain injuries. And this also is implied that the member of the Dark Alliance would also be Derek Faust, who helped Dark Journalist in his report. And by the way, in case you're curious, Derek Faust is an actual veteran, unlike you, Corey Goode, stolen valor loser. They're the good guys. The bad guys are the good guys, and the good guys are the bad guys in this scenario. Make no bones about it. Wake up from the spell and see it for what it is. It's a black magic working. They're trying to talk all this nastiness and smack. They're talking about literally torture, literally murder by your name. I do not negate you. I call you forth for who you are. James Corey Goode. You work black magic spellcraft upon your followers, and that's what is a sin that is going to be called out. I call upon the forces of the universe to see things as they are and to cast light upon the situation and expose those who do dirty deeds. You're the one who does dirty deeds. You're the one going down on this one, bad boy. And that's it. That's it. That's what I need you to understand. That's what I need people to understand about what's going on here. Moving on. And that's it. I mean, that's it. Then we're going to go on to something a little bit more fun. Hold on, wait, let me do this. And taking that energy, instead turning it into fueling a black magic curse. You individuals better watch out. That's not a warning this is like telling a smoker, a 2-pack-a-day smoker, that they might get lung cancer. You are playing with fire.
Mr. Chanter.
I pray to Jesus and Lady Tara. People who want other people to be upset and triggered, who take joy and satisfaction in trolling other human beings, there's a name and a word for those people. If they're called assholes, don't be an asshole. Be a human being to people. David Chanter, Benjamin Zavanik has never lied. I'm not saying that I'm made of gold that can't be sold. I confess my sins to the man upstairs. I say when I'm a liar. And I say and I admit that I've lied. I'm not saying that I'm made of gold that can't be sold. I confess my sins to the man upstairs. I say when I'm a liar. And I say and I admit that I've lied. Not about any of this shit on YouTube, though. That's your job. bilking out people of their hard-earned money, selling them hope and dreams, taking advantage of people. That's some fucked up behavior. You believe in Jesus? You better come straight with Jesus. 11:11. Okay, you fucking liar, and you fucking liar, and you can explain why you think it's fucking copacetic to lie to human beings to give their hard-earned money to you guys who are being operated by a multi-million-dollar organization. Fuck you. Oh, by the way, QAnon's a fucking joke, and you're a fucking joke for pushing it.